you just trade order blocks by itself? Simple answer, no. Long answer, hell no. Reason why I say that is because not all order blocks are created equally. You may or may have not felt this in your own trading, but I know I have countless times. When I first discovered order blocks, I thought it was the holy grail, and oh my God, I will become a millionaire overnight, right? All I have to do is draw up my bearish order blocks, my bullish order blocks, and drop 10 lots on it, and we're in the money, right? That was my train of thought until I got smacked around in the marketplace and I realized, okay, I need to refine this and I need to figure out why, this order block works today and it doesn't work tomorrow. Why is it working in this session and it's not working in that session? Finding too many inconsistencies made me go on a journey and really uncover why order blocks work when they work and why they don't work when they don't work. That was a mouthful, but hopefully you caught that. So, for instance, this was a perfect example today. We had the British pound against the US dollar, GBP USD, GU for short. And, we had a setup here that would be a textbook order block setup in theory, right? From a very, basic foundational perspective. You had the last up candle, and then you had the move down broke market structure, and then you were looking for price to come back into this order block here and continue to the downside, right? This is what you were looking for, and it didn't happen. It did the exact opposite. It plowed through this bearish order block and left you for dead, right? And so, typically what you would put your order block there, you would put your stop loss, a little bit above it, 8 pip stop loss or what have you, and boom, you're stopped out right there. So if you took this trade today and you got smoked, if your boots got smoked, I'll pray for you. But seriously, there's a reason why, because there are fundamental drivers and there are other catalysts behind a currency pair. Okay. Not also to mention that the markets are obviously manipulated. So if it were that easy where a bearish order block or a bullish order block or supply demand zones, whatever you want to call them, if they worked all the time, then there will be no such thing as an edge in the market, and everyone will be making all the money. And that's not realistic, because if everybody was getting rich in the marketplace, then there's got to be winners and losers. Let's put it like that. All right. So, in this instance, price plowed through. So what you want to do, to avoid getting in just based off of order blocks alone, and to protect yourself, you need to start adding extra confluences to your trading plan or your trading strategy, not relying just upon, an order block. Now, order blocks are great foundations to a great trading model, right? It's like, if you're going for a full course meal, right, at a nice fine restaurant, and if you've ever been to a really, if you've ever done fine dining, that it is, you have usually a 3-course setup on the menu. You have your small bites, or AKA your appetizers, and then you have like your main course, and then you have to order your sides a la carte, right? Well, that's sort of a good, bona fide, profitable trading plan or strategy. You want to have, several layers, like nothing like crazy. Like you don't need like 20 different layers, which some people do. And that's just my personality type and the way my brain works would not work well or bode well for me in the long run. But having a 3 rule, 4 rule, even 5 rules, step process to approaching the market will help minimize these errors of getting into getting in on the wrong side. So just because you know order block theory, or just because you've understood it, doesn't necessarily mean. So you have to start adding other things from a technical perspective as well as a fundamental. I highly recommend you start to add start to study the macroeconomics of the market and really understand how it has a strong influence over price action. This move here today was just based off of a lot of fundamental catalysts and drivers in the marketplace that drove the pound higher, gave the pound strength while giving the US dollar. So if you didn't know that, if you were just trading this based off a technical perspective, or just seeing like, oh man, order block created, all right, we're gonna come back up here and then we're gonna continue downward, that's not having a macro perspective. So always keep a macro perspective. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is add additional confluences. Additional confluences could be, from a technical perspective, could be anything from the Fibonacci or breaker market structure, or a plethora of other things that you can just add into it. I'm not the type to tell you to trade one way or the other, or I can only give recommendations, but start adding additional confluences, not just trading or executing a trade based off of seeing a last up candle or a last down candle, right? So add other things, and that will save you a lot of heartache and a lot of tireless nights. I know I went through it when I first found it. Like I said, I thought this order block theory alone was the holy grail until I got smacked around and I started to really have to refine what I was doing. And this was on a 15-minute chart as well. Also, you need to factor in, rule number 3, I should say this, bonus rule is, timing too as well. Timing plays a huge part into whether an order block is going to work at that present moment, right? If we go back to this example, if we're looking at this happened at, so another thing that I see here without going into crazy, extra explanation is, I see how the market makers took out sell side liquidity here, right? Aggressively at the midnight hour to take out the Asian low. And during London, it made the low of the day. So from my perspective and my vantage point, I'm already coming to the market, like around London, and I'm seeing that this low has been created. My thinking already is I'm not even looking to this order block, right? Especially if I have, I built the story. I know the macroeconomics behind what's going on for the day. I'm already, privy to what's going on in the marketplace, and I'm already, having a bullish bias, right? I'm already building a case. So this is not even of concern. My thing is like, how can I get into, how can I ride this as I've seen the low created? How can I go to the lower time frames and seek out an entry to go long, which I didn't get that today. So I didn't see anything favorable for me. But in a nutshell, man, your timing, that was at this happened at 4:30. So if you were trading the London session, this is what you were looking for. This, you want to always pay attention to what's going on when data is being released. when news is being released. You want to know what the overall sentiment in the marketplace is as well. So there you have it. To answer the question in this length of a video is no, you cannot trade every order block. You can't trade order blocks just on by itself, right? You can't just trade order blocks. You have to add a few extra things. It's just one part of your overall strategy. So hopefully that made sense. Hopefully I cleared some of that up for you. And I have more in-depth detailed videos on how to choose the right order blocks. If you go ahead, click that link right there. Also, while you're at it, smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, share this with the community. If you like it, if you hate it, I love it all. Drop a comment in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you guys at another time.